Welcome back, Atlanta, to another episode of Atlanta Unplugged. I'm your host, Steve Paul, and we're about to get it in today with another good one because I got with me a very dope guest going by the name of Chevi Carter.
Yes.
What's happening?
What's up, Steve?
How you feeling?
I feel great. I feel abundant. I'm happy to be here.
Yes, indeed. Happy to have you here. Yes, indeed. So tell us about yourself.
Well, I would say that I'm an all-around creative. Actress, producer, director. I can dance, do a little. I just creative blood.
Creative blood from top to bottom.
That's it.
It's all in there. Now, when I when I met you, we talked a little bit, and from what I know is that you're an actress.
Yes.
So what have you been into?
So my latest project is called Phantoms. You can find that on Amazon Prime. I've been acting since 2012. It took me a while to figure out that I was actually good at it.
Okay.
So I wanted to take. I've been taking it more serious, which is how I've gotten to the avenues I've gotten on. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, you said when we was talking earlier, you said that you got bit by the acting bug.
Yes.
You know, you want to tell that story right
So
there?
I was not able to really express myself as a child coming up. It was not okay for me to just be. So when I found an outlet that allowed me to do that, shout out to Studville TV. That was my very first gig. It was a web series, lesbian show. Shout out to Studville TV. I will always rep Studville TV. That was my very, very, very first gig. I was actually started doing this as a hobby. So it was fun for me. It was an outlet like, oh my God, I can express and it be okay. I could cuss you out and it's cool. So it was it was an outlet for me. So after that, I was like, I like this. This is something I can do. I want to do, So years went by and you get jaded. You're like, am I good enough? I've been doing all this work. No one knows who I am. No one see my face. Should I be doing this? And then I got a role in just short called Phantoms, and it hit Amazon Prime and got good feedback, and it gave me the fire I needed again, really, honestly.
Okay, cool. And you say you got to work with the likes of a few people.
Well, I went on a few sets with Gabrielle Union. They don't know who I am, but the meeting them was iconic for me because I'm like, wow, this woman is right here in my face. I'm this close to her in the realm of work that she does. I can do this too. It gave me so much fire.
But at the same time, you're not only just an actress and everything.
Right.
You actually also are behind the camera.
Right.
Yeah. So tell us about that.
So like I said, you get jaded, you get tired. You're like, do I want to do this? I put in a lot of work. It was paying off. So I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of wedging myself into other people's lanes and waiting for them to notice me. I started my own production company. Okay. I LLC my own production company last year. I'm gonna put my own face out there. Right. I'm gonna do it myself because we're in a year of streaming now. I don't have to. It doesn't take much to film it, put it out there, and market it. So I can do that. So I filmed my first short that's gonna be turned into a series called Mask Off, starring Lil Zane, and myself.
Dope. So, shout out to Lil Zane.
Shout out to Lil Zane, my dog. Yes.
So that's all up and coming and everything like that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's under wraps right now. We can't get the name or nothing.
Mask Off. It's going to be called Mask Off.
Okay.
But I do not know when I'll be releasing it because it's my baby. It's my first one. So I want to take my time, do it right,
Can you express what the subject matter is? Like, because when I hear Mask Off, I hear that it has something to do with today's time, we got all
It
this.
plays off of what's happening, right?
Okay.
So you want to always play off the words, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be a plethora of things in one series that can create you could wear a mask without having on a mask. So
Right, right, right,
so
right.
just stay tuned.
Okay. Okay. I can't wait to check that out. Can't wait to check that
It's
out.
gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, yeah. You been in any music videos?
The only music video I've done, I had a little cameo in Safari music video. Yeah, that's the
Which
only.
video was that?
I actually don't remember the name. That's how like it was like
Who remembers Safari?
stop it. So
That's not a shot.
no, it's not. We don't take shots here.
Nah.
That's not what we do. We don't take shots. Pew, pew.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't check out. I haven't checked out any of his videos, but I would if I knew which one that you were in.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna let y'all know. Y'all can shout it out. But look, so seriously, it's like I just turned 30. Okay, the 20s was a journey.
Wait. So you just gonna let everybody know this, but isn't that crazy? Like, I need to look at the camera and be like, ain't that extremely crazy? She just said her age, but then if you look at her, it's like
Where?
cap. You know what I'm saying?
So check it.
that's
No,
dope.
like for real. No, I appreciate that compliment.
Yeah, yeah.
Black
yeah,
don't
yeah.
crack, y'all know. But look, so I just hit 30, December 31st, and shout out to the Capricorns, gang gang. The 20s was a lesson for me. So I'm sitting here with you, answering these questions, and I'm like, I'm not even who I'm becoming. So it's really hard to answer these questions, sometimes because I'm still figuring me out. I'm on this journey with you. This is a part of my journey right here, right now. Atlanta Unplugged is a part of my journey.
Yeah,
so,
we on the trail with you.
Yes. So who am I? What do I do? It may not be the same 5 years from now. I'm finding so much out about myself that who knows what's going to be next. I'm always going to be creating, but do I want to, is my goal still to be in front of the camera? Because I fell in love with the creative process behind the camera, the editing, the tedious parts of it and putting it together. And I fell in love with that. So I feel like certain things lead me to certain paths to show me where I need to be.
Right. Did you go to school for any of this?
No, it's all natural.
All natural.
All natural. I did not. I was born a creative. I played instruments in school. Like I have this tattoo. Like I thought I wanted to be a trumpet player for the rest of my life. So you never know. Like
yeah, but you're in the creative world and everything like that. So ain't nothing but some dope creative art that's going to actually be produced and everything, and then you also get the Tiana Taylor
yes, Tiana
comparison
Taylor every day. I love her. First of all, I met her, right? Let me tell you what I said to this chick when I met her. It was at the bowling alley. It was Luda Day weekend, and she was bowling, right? So I walked up to her because I was actually there doing media or whatever. So I walked up to her, and I was like, "You got a second?" And I could tell she was irritated because people kept walking up to her, which I get it. I was like, if you don't feel like taking no picture or nothing, it's cool. I get it. She was like, "Nah, come on, man. I just ain't get the bowl yet." Right? So I was like, "Look, let me tell you something." I was like, when you drop your biopic, because you iconic, I was like, let me play you.
Yeah.
I was like, I could play you, bruh. And then I stopped and I looked at her and I was like, you know what? That was probably the dumbest shit anybody ever said to you because you could play yourself. Like, you could play yourself. And I said that to her. I was like, let me play you. Mind you, we're like almost the same age. So when it's time for her to drop a biopic, I'm going to be looking the same age as her. So I was so like, yo, spirit struck because she's like the underdog, I just love that woman.
Yeah, you got the dance moves like.
Yeah, she's better than me. That I could dance, but she got me beat
Oh,
when it comes to
okay,
that.
okay, okay.
Shout out to Tiana. If you see this interview, let's work.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. So now when I met you at a Angela Stanton King
Yes,
event.
love her.
So tell us, how did you get involved with that, and what is your connection with her?
Angela Stanton King is a beautiful, beautiful person. I met her when I was working at this TV network, and we interviewed her. We brought her onto one of our shows called She Speaks Live. Shout out to Nikki Gilbert Daniels. We brought her onto She Speaks Live because she's a black Trump supporter. No, like that's it's rare to be
Mm.
a loud black Trump.
Right, right, right.
So it was interesting, very intriguing to bring her on, and we connected the very first day I met her. Like I'm very spiritually in tune. Her spirit would just spoke to mine, and it's been a wrap since then. About that was about a year and a half, about a year ago, that I met her, and since connecting, she's like, I approached her like, hey, let's work. She was like, let's work. Come work with me. So now, I'm working with the American King Foundation, her nonprofit organization. I'm her outreach coordinator. That's just the
Mm.
beginning,
Yeah.
because we're still building that up. So
Mm-hmm.
that's just the beginning, of our journey on that. Shout
That's
out to
dope.
Angela. Whew,
Yeah, yes,
beautiful
yes,
person.
yes. Shout out to Angela. We can't wait to get her on to the show and
Right.
everything, and because she has some very powerful views and all that. So I'd like to get her on the show. Um, Now, stretching beyond that,
Mhm.
your creative talent, abilities, and everything.
Mhm.
Um, so you come in here, and then we're learning more about you
Just
as
open
far
book.
as you're an energy person.
Oh yes, I'm very into that. So outside of what I want to do as far as my career goes, I'm very in tune with the universe and learning about astrology. And you see these stones here, like
Yes,
I
got the
I brought the
stone.
stones, I brought the juice.
No sun out there today. You know what I mean? For them to be energized. So we energize them with our
There
energy.
you go. See,
There you go.
you here, you know what's up. You know what's up. So yeah, so I have a company called Truly Stoned, and I create copper jewelry pieces, and is it's a experience for me because having this having this type of company you get real intimate, real personal with people. You
Hmm.
have to figure out. They ask you things like, so what stone do you think I should get? And I'm just like, that's a very broad question. So then you have to go into a conversation with them, like, so how are you feeling? I'm about to become a whole Dr. Phil. So how are you feeling? What do you think you need to work on?
Hmm.
Where you feel like you're lacking in some areas. Oh, okay, well such and such would be good for you. Look into that. Let me know if it resonates with you.
Right, right, right.
So
So how did you get all? How did you get into that?
I feel like like I said,
Mm.
the 20s was lessons for me. So I've been on this journey, and I was in a very, I would say, I wouldn't say depressed state, but I was in a very low space. Maybe I'll say 2018 ish, and all I wanted to do was go to the park, put my blanket out there, and soak up the sun. Because I'm an earth sign, I felt like I needed grounding. I
Mm.
didn't feel myself, so I would just get my blanket, go to the park, lay out, and um, something during my meditation said stones, literally,
Mm.
just like that. I was like, stones, what that is? Stones. So lo and behold, this a friend of mine gave me randomly, just said, here. It gave me a rose quartz. I didn't know what it was. I was like, what is this? What you give me this rock for? First of all, it was disrespectful to call them rocks, right?
Mm.
I was like, what you give me this rock for? She was like, it's a stone, and I feel like your heart needs some healing. So that intrigued me. The fact that she could read my energy,
Mm.
know what I needed, and gave me a stone. So I was like, huh, I just heard stone in my meditation last week. It was literally like a week apart from each
Mm.
other. And I started rapping them. The first few was horrible. It was horrible, but it was just something, a hobby for me to get back in tune with the earth. The stones come from earth.
Mm. Right, right.
So, mind you, I'm on this grounding journey.
Mm.
God, spirit, whoever you believe in, sending me people to help me with that. Like, drop that, give me that. Got the stone, went to the park, and got on YouTube and was like, "What is this?" So I started researching the stone. Then something else came up, like how to wrap, copper, how to wrap stones in copper. And then I was like, "Huh, that looks interesting." So I
Mm,
started doing it myself, and
mm,
everything just kind of fell in line with it, and it brought me a lot of healing.
okay.
It brought me a lot of
Okay.
healing.
So where are you
So
from?
I was born in Florida, raised in Atlanta, East Side.
East Side, Atlanta.
But my whole family, my roots are in Florida,
Mm. What part of Florida?
the Panhandle area.
Panhandle area.
Yeah,
I haven't been there, but yeah,
like
okay.
Panama City, Marietta, Tallahassee. It's a little
I've been
small.
to Tallahassee.
Yeah, so it's a little
Yeah.
small town called Marietta, Florida, right?
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and that's where my people, my immediate family resides, right there in a little pocket of country, pass
Okay.
through town.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
know,
Yeah. 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 So um so it's interesting in hearing you share this about the energies and the stones and
yeah,
getting into it and meditating and getting out there. Um, you don't really get that a lot from the new generation or your
yeah,
generation and everything
yeah.
like that. Is it like what is your background? Do you think you do you have a background that kind of gave you that type of awareness, or this is something that just came to you just
So
automatically? Like
yeah,
who do you study?
see, that question. I knew, and one day I would get asked, "Who inspires you? What are you inspired by?" And I will probably sound like a narcissist saying everything comes from within me. Um,
Yeah, I'm with that.
no, I
I'm with
literally,
that 100%. That's
I
real.
no seriously. I feel like I have always been. I feel like I was born spiritual. I was born open. My third eye was open when I was born. I just had to tap into me. Like I told you, this is a journey. Right
Hmm.
here is still a part of it. So I have to tap into me. I am tapping into me. So we interview me a year from now, it'll be a whole nother story. Like so, where do I get it from? My ancestors, my
Hmm.
bloodline. Everybody in my family has a creative bone. My grandmother was creative with food. She's a food. She could get in that kitchen and whip up them cakes from scratch and whip up that soul food. I mean, she don't need
Hmm.
no book. It all came from who she is.
Right. Right.
Both of my grandmothers, my mom's and my dad's side, they both had the the thumb with the creative that creativity in the food area. So
Yes. Yes. Yes.
my
Yes.
everybody in my family has a creative bone somewhere. It doesn't have to be what we
Hmm.
do, but
Hmm.
it's in my blood.
Okay. 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 Cool. 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 Man, that's dope. I really enjoy hearing that. I really like
Mhm.
when that is being expressed, and I like that you are open to express that and everything. To because when the viewers see that, they're gonna have somebody out there who's gonna be like, okay,
Relate
there's
to.
other options.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's other options than just to be in this field and just to be
Yes.
in that field and
Yeah.
everything like that. And then also, um, and having that awareness and being on that journey because you're always learning. You're
Exactly.
always learning. Those are the type of
Exactly.
things that's going to help us get through
Right.
what's happening in this world today.
Right.
So how do you see this world? What's happening today? With all the pandemic and
The planned demic.
oh, there you go. That's right.
How do I see it? Okay, so
Yeah.
2020, right? That equates to 2020 vision, clear vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 2020 was the year of seeing clearly, exposing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking in the mirror, seeing yourself for who you are and what it is, exactly what it is. Everything around you for what it is. You can't run no more, right? because we've shifted into 5D at this point.
Mm.
You know what that is?
5D.
We've shifted into 5D where everything is love. So if you can't come up to that frequency, you're gonna be at a very, very low vibration for a while. It's gonna be hard to come out of it because the universe has shifted. So you got to get with it. So coming into 2021, being that 2020 was the year of seeing clearly, now 2021 is the year of putting that what you see, what you've seen into action, doing. So I'm doing everything with intention. Everything that I do since January 1st has been with intention, with behind it. I'm not waking up doing anything just willy-nilly.
Right.
So for me, everything is about intention this year. And where that takes me, I'm waiting. I'm ready to see that, because I used to be the kind of person to say, okay, by this time and this year, I'm going to do this. And this. It don't work like that with me. I don't know if anybody else. But your plan is always your plan. God has other plans for you sometime, which I'm noticing, because I thought I was going to be at a TV network for a while that I was at. But certain things line you up for what's next. So 2020, lining us up for 2021. I'm ready for it. Like, whatever it is.
Wow.
Whatever it is.
Wow, got me excited.
No, seriously, y'all. Let's get, like, for real.
It's
y'all don't feel
manifestation time.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what 5D is about. We are master manifestors right now. If anything you say is going to manifest. Anything you think is going, so be careful.
So did we skip over 4D? Because we got 2D, 3D. Now we're into 5D.
We didn't skip it. We missed it. You missed it, bro. We in 5D now. We're here. So December 21st, the winter solstice marked that for us. 5D. Look it up. Read about it.
Yeah, I've been hearing it here and there, but I haven't really got into it as far as the 5D. I know they've been talking about 5G.
That's a whole nother story.
Whole nother story.
5G? What?
Yeah.
That's it's a whole nother story.
But remember, they was talking about that in the beginning when the pandemic hit. It was like, oh, because 5G and everything is making people sick, but they don't even talk about that no more.
Because they're distracting people from it, but we don't.
So why you call it a pandemic?
Let's see how I want to word this. You have people who are in certain places that get to plan things for everybody else.
That's right.
And everybody else is like, oh, well, since they said it's a thing, it's a thing. We're gonna put it like that.
Yeah. I agree.
We're gonna put some sugar on it like that.
I mean, that's simple and plain to me.
So yeah, planned. Now I'm not. It's there. Look, I'm just leave it at that. Leave it there.
So you're the messenger right now. You got the viewers. What is it? What is the message you want to give to the viewers?
You don't owe anybody shit. Number 1. Number 2, don't shrink yourself. Be who you are. Number 3, do everything with intention and integrity. Number 4, don't be afraid to face yourself, because everything starts with self at all times. That's what came out the top. That's what came out the dome. So I got off the dome for y'all for right now. And these are all things that I'm teaching myself. These are all things I'm teaching myself. So we on this journey together. Don't let nobody on social media make you think they got it all together, because they don't.
Yeah, that's right.
Don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Not me. Shoot, nobody. Beyonce, hey girl. Nobody. Nobody.
Yeah, I agree. Such powerful words.
Man,
Such
really?
powerful words. You got a lot of wisdom already. You know?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Like, you have it. Like, I'm so hard on myself, so I appreciate that.
Say the ones hardest on themselves, I feel like, are the ones that really, have something to actually give to the world. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's beyond just yourself. And
Mhm.
that's why you're hardest on yourself. I think those that are just, trapped. This is just all about themselves.
Yeah.
Selfish people, whatever.
Yeah.
They have it. More easier. Because they all they care is themselves.
Mhm.
But when you wear your heart on your sleeve and all
Yes.
that, you have a lot of build up. But then you have to balance it out, though. You have to be a little selfish sometimes.
Yes,
So
you
you
have
know what I
to.
mean.
And I've lost friendships behind letting people know that, hey, I have to be selfish with myself right now. I can't give you what you want.
Right.
I've lost friendships, and to this day, they still despise me. Like I've reached out, and they still have these smart comments back. I'm like, well, never mind. I'll leave that energy where it's at.
Hmm.
So
And that's what it is. Key word: energy.
yes,
You just transferring
everything.
energy,
That's all we
shifting it
do.
around.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's all. Energy cannot die. It's only transferred. So
Hmm.
I'm learning to protect my energy, um, by being selfish. Sometimes you gotta be. You
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah. 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 So we touch bases on the acting, the filming, um, doing work with the
Angela.
Angela King Foundation,
Hmm.
and but you're much, much more.
Yes. Yes. That's
S-
why I don't like to box myself in.
Right, right. So you want to just give a rundown list of the other things that you actually do, and then also the things that you want to get into in the future.
Well, like I said, I'm an all around creative. So acting led me into producing and directing because I fell in love with the creative process, not just being the talent. So acting, producing, directing, I'm learning, I'm tweaking my writing. I'm getting better with my writing. I love to be behind the camera. I started my production company to do such. I'm teaching. I'm a self-taught editor. Um, so I also can dance. I can sing. Um, shoot, I'm a Jill of all. A lot. I could literally do
Wow, that's the first time I heard
anything.
something like that. A Jill of all.
Yeah, I'm a Jill of all trades. Like really, really. Anything you put in front of me. My mindset is like Kobe. Like
Okay.
Mamba, like master it. Like, I'm gonna be the best at it if I'm gonna do it.
Yes.
So the list to run down is like it should be what is she not good at? Honestly, because I can do a lot of things. I'm just focused on mastering one because I'm 30, right? So I could have been 30 and had something mastered and off the ground by now. But I spent a lot of my 20s figuring out what I want to do.
Mm.
So,
Well, you're still young. You know what
yes.
I mean? That's still young. That's still baby time right there.
Yeah.
So you got a lot more, time to grow. So don't think you running out of time.
Right.
You
Patience.
know, but at the same time, take your time. There used to be a saying, "Take your time going." No, wait. Uh, 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 Take your time going. Hurry up back. So, man, I forgot. I forgot what
Hey,
the saying
yo,
go,
it's
but
all good. It's the cameras. It's the cameras.
yeah. So, but that's great. That's I really like and enjoy your energy and your
Thank you.
perspective and your goal driven and everything and where you want to go in life and all that. Sounds like you're gonna be doing some big things.
What God willing.
Well, you're already doing big things, but
Thank
like you're
you.
going to be doing even
Thank
more
you.
bigger things, and
Yes.
and it's just dope that to have you on this platform and everything. So then we could give credit, be like, yeah,
Yo, that's crazy. Thank you. You're making me feel good. Because, sometimes you just twist, you feel like you're twisting in the wind, but people look at you and be like, you're right on track where you're supposed to be. So
right, right,
you
right,
give me
right.
confirmation. You're giving me that.
Right,
I'm
right,
human.
and that's where faith kicks in, because we might not think that we're at the point that we're supposed to be,
Right. Right. And you're right where you need to be. And that's what I'm realizing, to stand still, be still, sit my ass down, and just pay attention and be patient, because I've been the type of person that I feel like I can control everything. Maybe that's a Capricorn thing. I don't know. But I have tried to control every aspect, and I'm just like surrendering at this point. I'm like at a point of surrender. You know what, God? You got it.
Yeah,
You got it.
surrender to the universe, to
Yes.
truth, and all that.
Yes.
Cool,
Yes.
cool. How can the people find you and get in touch with you and tap into what you got going on?
You can follow me at Empress EMPRESS Shayla, which is my real name. We'll get into that. And
Well, we need to get into that now. That was, I know you by Chevy,
yes,
Chevi Carter.
yes.
You know, and when you introduced yourself the first time when I met you and everything, it was like you said your name is Chevy. And I was like, Chevy. You're like, yeah,
Like
the
the
truck,
car.
like the Chevy. You know what I'm saying? So let's get
Yes.
into that. Let's,
Okay.
before we wrap it up,
Right.
how did Chevy come about?
So Chevy came about. I've been told that my energy is heavy, leaves a heavy impression,
Hmm.
right? Like a Chevy. So my friend compared my energy to a heavy Chevy. I'm gonna call you Chevy. I'm like, okay. So that's how that happened. Although I will say that I do plan on dropping the stage name and going by Shayla, which is my real name, because when Chevy was created,
Mm-hmm.
it created a wedge between who I who I who I am in my
Mm-hmm.
higher self. I made a person up. I made up a person instead of dealing with my shadows, dealing with what came with Shayla. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
From dealing with what came with that name and what had happened to Shayla. Shayla never healed from Shayla's trauma. Shayla was damaged and hurt and abused and messed up.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got that bug that bit me, I was like, oh, I changed my name to Chevy when I became an actress, and it gave me power. So the alter ego does not need to be there anymore, because I know my power now. So that's why my Instagram name is Empress.Shayla instead of Chevy, because I had just recently found that I am who I am, and I don't need an alter ego.
The phoenix that rose
Rose.
from the ashes. Yes, indeed. Dope. That's a dope story. So, man, it just makes me think about, all my names that I
See?
came up with in my
Yes.
life. Wait a minute, do I know you, Steve? Do
Exactly. Right? And you wake up one day and you're just like, who am I? You know, like that's how I literally I just cut my hair off yesterday, y'all. I literally woke up, had a whole like, you know what, bucket. And just I changed my Instagram name, all of that. Yesterday.
Transformation is manifestation. Transformation to manifestation.
Yep.
That's what's going on, and that's what we're going into and everything like
Yep.
that. Yeah. So, getting back to where everybody could find you and tap into you, and if you have anything that's coming up in the future, any events happening that you're working with, whether behind the scenes or even in front, let the people know.
Well, I'm going to say go to www.chevycarter.com. That's Chevy with an I. And you're going to see the upcoming things there. I'm not going to really talk about it here. But follow the website and stay up to date with that. And it'll be posted. It's updated every day. So, chevycarter.com.
ChevyCarter.com.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Instagram, same name.
Empress, EMPRESS Shayla, SHAYLA.
All right. Any events?
I'm not going to talk about it yet. Oh,
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
No.
just tap in.
Yes.
Keep on the look out and
Mhm.
watch out for what's
Mhm.
going to come up, because whatever's going to come up is going to be heavy like
Yeah,
a
it'll be
Chevy.
posted. Yes. Yes, and the only reason I ain't shutting him down, the only reason I'm not talking about certain things is because I haven't had certain things cleared to talk about. So that's the only
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
That's
That's
the
dope.
only
That's
reason.
dope,
That's why I
though.
said follow the website and or the Instagram or both, and you'll see. You'll see what's coming up.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you for stopping by to
Thank
Atlanta
you.
Unplugged. It was an honor.
I
And
know.
hope to have you again when we see the new and everything. So we'll bring you back around and all that just to get an update. She's already been out there. Check out her previous works and everything. And that's it, y'all. Man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell,
Yes.
and uh, 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 PSA. Look here. We need y'all support. You know what I mean? We need y'all to kick in. If y'all like what we're doing, if y'all like this content, if y'all want to see more of it, we need y'all to come in, support any way, shape, or form, meaning that, get people to check out the videos,
Yes.
go to the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Let's get our numbers up. You know, this is for the people, then this is for us too. Y'all giving all the shine and glory to people like DJ Vlad and everything. You know, we're the ones giving them, giving them the numbers and everything. Give your own people the numbers.
That
You know what I
part.
mean? So that's it. That's all, man. Y'all have a good one. And I'm Steve Paul, and this is Atlanta Unplugged, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.